Junkman talking about that 3-6's brand new release, No God, No Peace. I'm with 3-6's guitar player, Killswitch. Dude, how are you?
I'm well. Thank you very much, Junkman.
You tend to tune lower.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I like the feel of the guitar. I like the toughness it has when you just tune down. Even if you're tuning a half step down, I mean, you get that ballsy feeling coming out of your instrument.
Did you have a lot of input into the writing or into the lyrics, or was that mostly all Damien?
No, Damien, he comes with the lyrics. I come with the music, and he had some great ideas for music too. That we have a few songs on the album that are also his brainchild as well. You know, we had this long hiatus we've just been on, and we wanted to come back with we were a force to be reckoned with now. You know, we're for real now. This isn't a joke, man.
All right, producer Marco Olson, tell me about his influences on you. Pro, con, what did he get out of you, and you know, what kind of influence did he give?
I believe that just speaking as a musician, he brought out a lot of strengths that I didn't realize I had before. I think he did that for Damien and myself, to be honest with you. He really pushed us to the limit, and he brought out these strengths that we've never capitalized on before as musicians, you know, working in 3-6s. He wanted us to see it. This is going to be a metal album, and he has a lot of input too. I mean, he definitely has songwriter credits on these, just because he put in his trademark on our sound. You know, he really brought out the best in us.
I need to know where, because what I have here is I have all the guitars on a comp, so I'm just gonna cut it, and then so that we can record over the top of it again.
Here we are now.
Speaking of which, you've got a solo on the song "Truth."
Yeah.
Was that part of that whole deal right there?
No. Well, it was, but we were. If you want the backstory on Truth, you know, if you have time.
I got plenty.
Oh, great, excellent. Truth was start off as a few riffs. Damien had some words. We wanted to make it just straight up hardcore song. We were thinking like, let's go, you know, New England style hardcore. Let's make it just, you know, straight balls to the wall, you know. And I rewrote the song. I'm in Corona. I was staying in an apartment there. I just had the apartment to myself, and I'm like, well, one night I'm just like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna rewrite Truth. So I had an idea, came up with it, went to Marco's. We laid it down. Just went in there just with attitude. He needed a solo and just ripped it up, just attitude all over it, and that became Truth.
The music that I've listened to too, it kind of brings back, kind of like the genre, and the music of Ministry. Was that a big influence on you guys? Was Ministry?
Yeah, but I know Damien's a huge Ministry fan. I love Ministry growing up too. I mean, obviously Al Jorgensen is just one of those guys that he's a formidable force. he's crossover. I mean, gotta be honest, he's kind of the guy that really brought into the forefront, you know, mixing metal with industrial. I mean, everybody likes to name off all these goth bands and stuff, but Ministry was the one that just said goth, fuck goth. Yeah. You know, I'm not wearing all that shit, you know, fuck that. He's brought the metal edge to it. And he wasn't afraid to use programming and everything too, which I had never used that before. I'd never used any kind of programming stuff in any music, any bands I was with. When I joined on with Damien, that's when I got introduced to it as well. And then Marco brings it to a whole new level. I mean, the guy's just sick fucking wicked when it comes to doing samples and programming and putting everything together in a very unique structure that's catchy, but it's very different than what's out there now.
What kind of audience do you think that this record's going to attract for you guys?
Well, I mean, I'd love to say, you know, late teen, early 20s girls, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey, you never know.
No, I mean, we're going for the jugular, man. I mean, this is a metal album, and people that know our old stuff, they're really familiar with the old 3-6s. They see it more as it's a lot of fun. We put on a great stage show, and we always interact with the crowd. Damien's excellent at interacting with our fans. And you know, I'd like to think that I am too. And we have a really solid rhythm section now. I mean, this is the best lineup we've had by far. And these guys bring it every night. You know, when we play, we're going to bring it every night, and the fans are going to see that. But they're going to see a different side. They're going to see this new music and a new attitude, a new image, and everything.
The title track, "No God, No Peace," has become an opus almost. You know.
Yeah.
How did that go about happening? You know, from the beginning to the end, and you know, tell us a little something about that.
The song is essentially busted down to 3 parts. Damien and I, we spilled many a beers over this. I mean, I can't think of the nights we had at his place. We were just talking about different parts of the song, because I had all these guitar riffs that were formulating into one song. I said, I feel this you know, this balls out song that we're going to do. And the one thing we've even talked about doing videos for it and everything else, and I keep seeing the Twin Towers getting attacked and the time in between. That's the intro piece. Not to get too much into it now, but there was a lot of passion that was put into that song. Musically, I mean, lyrically, we're attacking everybody. It's a full-on attack on religious beliefs and really hiding behind those religious beliefs. You know, you're such a big man because you hide behind the Bible or you know, whatever it is, whatever religion that you fall in line with right now. But there's a lot that had to be said and very critically too, of course, about that. And I think that the song really encompasses that full on. And you know, Marco had a lot of his hand was really deep in that cookie jar too, in that song. Just pulling out all these different ideas that we could go with, the structuring of it. Because I mean, I think at one time this was almost a 13-minute song, and kind of to whittle it down a little bit more too, with all the music was going on. And I think I was just trying to fit every goddamn guitar riff I had that was I felt was amazing into this song, you know, because I felt it really spoke a lot to it. But you know, when Damien started coming with the lyrics, and this was a process of sorts. It wasn't something that happened overnight. I mean, I would have riffs in my head going over to his house. We would lay it down on just a little 8-track recorder just to get everything going. But he was, you know, lyrically, there was things changing all the time. He's like, you know, what do you think of this? And I'd throw these music ideas, and it was just something that, you know, it was something I really think we bonded just, you know, as friends too. It was something, it was an amazing experience.
Totally
just doing
happy
this
with
song.
the way it came out.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely needed to be the title track. And his idea, you know, of having, you know, no God, no peace, and then flipping it around, N-O God, K-N-O-W peace. I mean, it speaks volumes. That title is just, there's a lot of in-depth, I think you really need to dig deep into this song and read the lyrics and really get into the music to really feel what it's about. But it's a very powerful opus. Yeah, it is.
Background for you, influences and things like that. People are going to want to know. They usually ask the guitar player these questions all the time. I felt compelled. So.
Oh no! Oh God! Well, I mean, the one man I have to really thank for bringing me into the world of metal would be Dimebag Darrell.
Right.
You know, rest his soul, man. He was great, and really floored me when he was killed too, while he was on tour of Damage Plan. Rob Flynn, Machine Head, just everything about them. The guys in Seven Dust. I grew up with the guys in Seven Dust in Georgia, a couple of them. Stuck Mojo, Rich Ward, phenomenal guitar player. And then I have a bluesy side too. I mean, I love Jimmy Page's old stuff. I like the Zeppelin stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard to ignore that. Stevie Ray Vaughan. A lot of guitarists that they can come to mind too, but I just have to really think about it. I'm really more of a songwriter guy, to be honest with you.
What did you think about 3-6s when you got involved?
Oh, when I first came on board, I answered an ad, and I just looked for something new. I was new to California. I just moved down from Vegas, and I met up with Damien and just had a good vibe with me. He said, you know, learn the songs and everything, and I thought it was a cool idea. I liked the whole idea of having a kind of a shock to the name, and I realized it was a novelty at the time. I mean, it was a lot of fun, and I knew it would be a really good project to be involved in. You know, I had my reservations about the name at first, but it was just more of a personal thing than anything. And but once you get to know Damien, I mean, we gel really well. You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
You sound like you're ready, man.
Yeah, I am.
So it's
Yeah.
very ready, very confident, very ready. It looks like.
What was the saying from They Live? I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, Kill Switch, we really look forward
Yeah.
to the brand new to the release. I hope you guys like it.
Yeah.
And thanks for talking, man.
Thanks, Chuck.
Rock out with your
Appreciate
cock out, brother.
it. Absolutely.